World Trade Music Awards, I was covering them, and both Tupac and Biggie were up for awards, and actually, ironically enough, ended up winning each an award at the that particular show. I was out back having a cigarette, and Tupac and Suge come riding in with this, like, in a black Humvee with this, like, sort of entourage of cars behind them. They didn't let all the cars in the VIP parking lot, but they let, I think, a couple of them in. And they get out, and Biggie Smalls in the parking lot with Puff, and, well, Puff Daddy later claimed he wasn't out there. But, in other words, Biggie and some of the other East Coast rappers with all his bodyguards. So you got 2 carloads full of bodyguards from the West Coast, posses. You got another 10 guys from the East Coast. This is the first time Biggie and Tupac have seen each other since the supposed shooting in the shooting in New York that Tupac blamed Biggie on for setting up. Whether that's true or not, he certainly did blame him for it, and they started yelling about that very subject almost instantly. They started goading each other, yelling, and this wasn't just 2 guys in a schoolyard. These are 2 guys with each a large number of armed bodyguards with them, trained to pull the trigger on the first sign of another gun. And so there's this face-off. It was like, gunfight at the old K Corral. Don Cornelius says this couldn't have happened at his show, but I was there. I saw it right before I dove under a car, like all the limousine drivers did when they realized all they had in their hands was a door. Somebody yelled, "Tupac's got a gun." And supposedly Tupac did not have a gun. I mean, I did some research on it in later, and Tupac, because of his parole situation, did not carry a gun, but whoever screamed that maybe meant somebody else, and supposedly there's conflicting opinions on who said or who had a gun, but somebody flashed, and the 2 groups started rushing towards each other. The Knights of Islam, the little bow tie wearing black suit guys, march right up between these 2 rival factions and stand there stoic, staring them both in their faces, and everyone put their calm down. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Even the security guards at the concert went running back inside in fear. I mean, they just got a yellow T-shirt to protect them. I mean, the cops, there was like a couple of motorcycle cops, and they stepped back at first, and then until the reinforcements arrived. I mean, this looked like a major shootout. And these guys bravest thing I've ever seen, these guys just march right in between these 2 groups rushing each other and stand there.